remember reading The Shining when I was little, and I would be like 9 years old in my bed before going to sleep under the covers just reading, and then after that not being able to sleep because I was so scared and looking out like in the window at the shadows that were formed by the trees, and I was just so scared by them, you know. And The Shining was my first Stephen King book, and it was my first book, like real actual book. So it has a really special place in my heart. I love that book so much because it really just like introduced me into the reading world, basically. And when Dr. Sleep came out, I was really excited to get it and to read it. And then I started seeing mixed reviews of a lot of people that were a huge fan of The Shining and that didn't like Dr. Sleep. And I was not so sure anymore that I wanted to read it because Danny Torrance is just like one of my absolute favorite characters, and I know, like, this is not a spoiler, it's also like in the blurb in the back, but I know that he sort of goes into the same path that his dad was in, so he becomes an alcoholic and apparently has some temper issues, some anger issues, and I don't know how I feel about that. But now that I think that I'm, you know, a tiny bit older, I totally get it, because a lot of the times what we fear the most is to like be like our parents, become what we really don't like about them. I think it's time for me to read it. I need to close that chapter. I need to know what happens with Danny. That was also something that I was fearing about this book, just like saying goodbye to that character that's been with me one way or another since I was 9. I mean, what can go wrong? I have coffee, I have cookies, I have Stephen King book. It is 10 p.m. I'm outside, it's creepy. Let's read. Oh, it's getting started right after the Overlook burned. Both surviving adults were quite badly injured in the explosion. Only the child wasn't hurt, physically at least. Great beginning to this. Oh, I'm gonna be completely aggressive after this. Outside might have been a bad idea. I think I'm only like 2 pages in, and I think that the ghost from the Overlook followed Danny. Oh no, no. I'm actually going to cry. This is why I didn't want it to, like, I'm so attached to this kid, I can't. Well, like, yeah, one early morning in March of 1981, Wendy called Dick and asked if he could come. Danny, she said, had awakened her in the night and told her not to go in the bathroom. After that, he refused to talk at all. The freaking lady from the bathtub. Is it her again? Please, don't let it be her again. I don't like her. I actually feel like a little kid again, just like reading horror stories. I don't know if it was a mistake to be out because it is kind of scary. But I'm gonna continue reading. I kind of want to read like the first chapter, which is like the first 100 pages, because I think that's like the normal length that it takes for me to like get into, like, really hooked into a Stephen King novel. So we will see, but I'm scared. later and I'm done with the first part of the book. There's 4, so I'm like a fourth of the way into the book, but I do really need to like push through because I wanted to read a little bit faster. But I'm getting a bit of a headache, honestly, which is really sad. So I think I'm gonna stop reading for today, go to sleep, get some rest, and I will have to continue tomorrow. I am really liking it. It's not really bad. Like a lot of people said it was like really off, and the reviews that I saw were like really harsh, I think. And it was honestly not bad. I'm actually really enjoying it. I was scared of like the path that Danny was taking, but then I kind of understood what was going on. And I'm not doing spoilers, but there's like a cold. Some vampiros? Oh my gosh. To sleep. I'm continuing tomorrow. I'm really excited. I'm really liking it. The concepts of these I think are going in a really great direction, so far really great. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so second day has gone by. I'm about halfway through Dr. Sleep. I am really liking it. I'm expecting to get like some new information out of this book into the Stephen King world. Like, for example, a lot more about how the like dead people's spirits, ghosts, all of that kind of works, and it's related to The Shining. Things that I hope we will find, like I don't know for sure. I still have a lot left, and oh, by the way, they are not vampires. They're like, it's like a cult with a bunch of monsters, and it's like kind of weird with them. At first I thought that they were vampires, which is funny because we're following a little girl as well, and she also thought that it was vampire. So I mean, the end result is the same. They have to kill to feed themselves and survive. So I guess kind of like vampires. So we're following this little girl, and she has the Shining in a really powerful way. Like, I think her powers are even greater than Danny's. When he was younger, we are obviously following Dan as a grown man, which is kind of weird because when I read it, I was 9, he was 6, so he was younger than me. So now, for me, he should have been like in his 20s, like early 20s. But obviously I read it long after it was published, obviously. I'm waiting for everything to like the cold, and like Dan and the little girl have already like come together in the story, but I'm waiting for the cold to get in there because I think that's going to be the interesting part. Also, we have a little bit of the overlook in it, like not the hotel, but like the whole place, because obviously we're in Maine because it is a Stephen King novel. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm actually really excited to see what happens. So I'll update you tomorrow if I get more reading. Struggle is real. Yes. The second book in the King Killer Chronicles. Salim Slut. I think this one has vampires on it. I'm down. Oh, this is huge. I thought this was smaller. Wow. A large print edition. The Better and Bad Dreams Stories by Stephen King. This is a short story collection in the large print edition. Why? I have no idea. I thought this was like one of these. I like this because you can bring them with you anywhere. And if they get beat up, whatever, it's like the pocket edition. But this is huge. How am I supposed? Well, right now I'm at home, so I guess I'm not gonna be like, whoa. Look at the size of the letter. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I hope I don't get spoiled by these short story collections in this. I was reading If It Bleeds by Stephen King, and you have not read the whole Bill Hodge trilogy, you know, the ones with Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and End of Watch. If you haven't read the three of them, do not read the short story called If It Bleeds, because you are going to get spoiled. Badly spoiled. I got spoiled. I'm sad and depressed about that. So yeah, but I'm so happy. I actually really like this. I know a lot of people didn't love the what is this called? This like artsy part. But I really like this. I think it is quite cool. Anyways, I got this. This has been in my wishlist for a really long time, and I finally got the small pocket edition because these are really inexpensive and I just love that. So yes, I got that. And obviously the second book in the King I can never say this. The King Killer Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. And I mean, we are still waiting for the third book. We don't know when we're gonna get that, but hopefully we will. So yes. I am missing about 100 pages of this, but I found a little thing that I thought I would share with you guys. The Overlook Hotel was an evil place. It was gone now, burned flat, but who was to say the evil had also been burned away? Certainly not him. As a child, he had been visited by revenants who had escaped. Yes. I'm actually really liking it. I'm having such a great time. I was outside reading, but it was really cold, so I'm just here in my bed again. In my warm bed, and I'm gonna keep on reading. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it today, but definitely by tomorrow morning. A lot of moments from The Shining in here, like he's really bringing back that story, and like it all comes full circle, which I think is really great, and I'm just really liking it. Lots of emotion. Someone is feeling a little bit jealous today. I don't know why. I'm almost done with the book I'm about to finish. I just found out this huge thing, and I was seriously not see it. Like I really didn't saw it coming. If you read it, you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm scared because I don't want to finish it, but at the same time, like, I really want to know what happens. You know what I mean? Manageable, you know, it's okay. I'm just missing one chapter. Main characters are like taking down the bad guys as they have to do, you know. I only have 15 pages left. There's like 15 pages, and I think like an after story kind of things to, like, I guess wrap everything up. I'm so sorry for my face today. I'm so sorry that you have to look at it because I don't have any makeup on. I normally try to like at least do a little bit of something so that you don't see me as bad. finished. That ending though, like the last page, like the very last page. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, so good. Everything was just a complete cycle. Everything just came around in a really great way. That last page though. Oh. I'm trying not to cry, but it was so good. I'm just gonna read the after pages. I'm gonna read that, but I finished like the main story, I think. Oh my goodness gracious, I love that ending so much. Like, I was actually kind of expecting it, but I didn't thought that it was going to happen. So yeah. I'm gonna just read the next part because I kind of want to see what happened after all of that with the characters. So yeah. Completely done and over with Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. I enjoyed this a ton. A lot more than I thought I would actually, because like the author said, it has a little note from Stephen King at the end, and he said that a lot of the times you cannot like top the first book or the first scare, as he called it, and I thought that this was going to be that bad. It definitely had its moments, like every, I think, Stephen King novel where you feel super scared and you actually have to look behind you to see that no one is standing there looking at you, because you get that like so you have that with the Stephen King novel. You have a really great story. I mean, I think I would like to go and reread The Shining just because that last page that I was talking about, just because of that, because it really makes you think about, you know, the Overlook also, the place where the Overlook was also plays a really big part on this, which was really nice. I love that. Like I said, everything went full circle. I actually found a line about that I was like, yes, totally, that's what I was talking about. Life was a wheel and it always came back around. That was exactly what I was saying through the whole book, because everything felt so well put together. The whole thing was closed really nicely. I loved it so much, and I just really liked it. Yeah, I'm so glad that I finally decided and got the courage to pick it up. My dog wants to go inside, so I'm gonna go, but thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you're subscribed. And make sure that you are subscribed for more. And that would be it. Oh, I was actually trying not to cry because that last page, I mean, I will give you a little tip. Even if you are reading it and you're not loving it and you don't love the way that it is going, I think just for that last page, keep on reading, because I think that last page it's just so worth it and so important, and it completely closes over the whole book, the whole character, everything. It was just so well done. A lot of surprises, a really nice plot twist at the end. Like, everything was just right there, and I loved it, and I am so glad that I picked it up. Anyways, again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Why wouldn't you? For more bookish content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.